Hello and welcome back to yet another How to Bloke. Today I was going to tell you all about motorcycles and voltage and rectifiers and batteries and things, but I can't because it's minging outside, so I'm going to show you how to make bread and butter pudding. So what do we need? We need some bread. We need some bread, like this. How much bread? Well, I would say you need at least 2 slices per person. So we're going to do all this because I know this family likes bread and butter pudding. Now, you could say, well, okay then, are you going to take the crusts off? Yeah, of course you can if you want, but I'm going to leave them on.
We like the crust.
Yeah, we like the crusts and we're going to leave them on. So, what we're going to do, we've got to butter this bread, and the easiest way to do it is do it like this, look. So what you got to do is do that. Now, look, what you need to butter it with is butter. Don't use anything else. I don't use butter normally for cooking, but there's a few occasions where you need to use it. And fat or any other fat or margarine won't do. So you've got this is bread and butter pudding. Don't forget, it says so on the label. So you don't have to be too neat with this. You just got to go like that.
It helps if the butter's soft, doesn't it?
Yeah, the butter's got to be, could be a little bit softer for this, but you know, hey ho. Right, you stick it in the bowl like this, look. It's got to be an oven-proof bowl. Oven-proof bowl. Because you're going to cook it in a Bain Marie. Well, what's a Bain Marie? How to bloke? Well, a Bain Marie is like a water bath. A hot water bath. Not for humans, but for food. So you bung it in like this. Before I go crazy with that, I'm going to put half. You need some raisins or sultanas. The best things to use, not them really hard bullet things like raisins. You know, almost hard to the bite. No, look like dead flies. No. Try and get some sultanas like this, like squidgy ones, like that. You see, the raisins are little ones you could use for biscuits and things. These are better if you use some of these. So you need about that much. Look, see in that bowl. So you need half of that. Half of that. You bung it in the bottom there. Kind of thing. A bit more, a few more. You have to put the raisins in. Yeah, you've got to put something in it. You can't just have it a bread and butter, you know, on its own with whatnot. So sorry folks, I forgot to do that. Okay, so I'm back on with this bread and butter thing. So make sure the butter's nice and soft so you can get a good. It doesn't have to be super soft, you know. But it's
stop the bread.
It's stop the bread. What sort of bread do you use? White bread is best. Can you use brown bread? Well, I suppose you can, but it'll be a different dimension. It will just it won't be kind of traditional, shall we say? It won't be traditional. Maybe it is traditional in other countries to call another name, but I don't know. So once you've got buttered all the bread, kind of get in there. Other things you'll need in this recipe is cinnamon. With 3 eggs, some brown sugar, some white sugar, and some milk. When you use the milk, get some milk, because this is all about, this recipe is all about food, so I'm not going to put it.
Simple food.
Simple food, homely food, rich food, I think is the word I'm looking for. Rich food, rich creamy food. So don't use semi-skimmed milk, because we're putting a ton of butter on here. It's a bit silly. So we're trying to make it rich and creamy kind of thing. So
would you overlap, like put two triangles, kind of?
well, you want the milk.
More.
Well, you could, but you want the milk. Get the milk to soak into all the pieces of bread. So however you organise it, the milk's got to go in. To soak it all up.
Okay.
You get me? So you don't know what shape you call it. I just do triangles because it looks alright, doesn't it? Right, I think that's enough there. Now that's enough bread and butter buttered there. So we're going to do. Now we're going to get a mixture ready. Right. So how much butter have we used? Well, that's a pack of 250 grams. So we've used most of that. All right. So get. I mean, you could put more on, but you know, it's enough. So. We are going to go in with some milk. How much milk? Well, this is a litre, so I reckon probably 3/4 of that. 3/4 of that milk.
about 750 ml.
How many is that? How many? 2 pints in a litre, 2.2 pints in a litre. So
I don't know, milliliter, 750. Isn't it?
yeah, so we'll just measure that out a little bit. Let's be a little bit scientific about it. The reason it wouldn't come out quite as quickly is because this was frozen.
There's some on the plate.
Yeah, it's frozen. I'll keep it because you can freeze milk, you know. That'll be another video of mine. So that's it. So 750 thereabouts of 3/4 litre of milk, 1.5 pints, whatever that is in old money, and then we need some eggs. So we're going to get the eggs, whole eggs. You don't have to do the yolks, just the yolks, just the whole egg, and whack it in like this. And we're going to have some sugar. To this, we're going to add, because it's got to be rich, so it's got to be creamy and sweet. Creamy and sweet. So, we're going to, how much oil we're going to put in? We're going to put in about 1/4 cup, which is 500 or 600 millilitres, or milligrams, or whatever it is.
60 grams.
Yeah, that's it, that's the one. Okay, so.
I don't do old money, you don't do new money.
No, that's the thing. So I can't do old money anymore. I can't think old money. So about that much. That's a bit too much. It doesn't matter, you know. It's not. I know it's baking, but it's not rocket science baking. It's spread pudding. So we're going to mix that up a little bit. Now we're going to need some brown sugar or granulated sugar to go on the top of it, and some cinnamon. So we do that later. So there's the brown. Get the brown sugar ready and the cinnamon ready. We're going to pour the milk into the mixture. Have I forgotten anything at the moment?
Just the raisins on top.
Just the raisins on top? I don't think so. You see, this is just a basic bread and butter pudding. You can add things to it like nutmeg. You can add fruit to it, different sort of dried fruit like or Christmas time apricots. Thank you, apricots. Just think of it as a base. This is just a basic thing. The basic recipe, okay?
You add like vanilla to the custard.
Add vanilla, whatever you like to the custard. You can add brandy to it. We weren't doing, obviously not for the children, but you can add brandy to it. Well, there's loads of things you can add to it. Lemon zest, jam, marmalade. Marmalade is good. So you butter the bread with marmalade as well. Yeah, that's quite good. But today's just a basic thing, right? Just so you know, you can mess about with it and
ooh, could you add chocolate chips?
You could add chocolate chips, yeah. Yeah, you could add chocolate chips for sure.
Okay.
For sure. Anyway, let's get on with this. So I think we're going to need a little bit more milk than that, to be perfectly honest. So all I've got is a bit more milk in there like that. So how much is that milk? Nearly 800 millilitres. So yeah. So we're going to pour that in there. Okay. So we're going to pour this in there. Now, this has got a few icebergs in it because the milk is frozen. It wasn't quite defrosted before. It don't matter about it. But I'll do the frozen milk thing at a different time, and I'll show you how to get really, really creamy milk out of, like gold top milk out of ordinary milk. That'd be interesting. So give it a whiz round like this. As I say, if you want to put brandy or something in it, now is the time. Lemon zest, orange zest, vanilla. You could do loads of things. Right, let's keep it basic, and you can mess about with it yourself. Right, I'm going to pour this on here, right? And I'm going to do it kind of as neat as I can. I normally spill this everywhere, but we'll give it a go. So it's got to coat kind of all the slices. Don't worry if you can't get round, because we're going to push the slices into the milk anyway. And there we are. How much sugar you put in this? Well, you know, you've got to put some sugar in. You can't make it without sugar. I've never made it with sweetener, so I don't know how that's going to work out. So you can do that yourself if you want, but I don't know. So we're just going to gently shooze these things down in here a little bit. So you don't have to just submerge them like a submarine, but just push them kind of so the milk kind of soaks into the bread. Into bread. Best to use fresh bread with this. You can use any old bread actually. Fresh bread is not necessary, but not rock hard mouldy bread.
We could use stale bread, isn't it?
Stale bread, yeah, you could. As long as you get the milk, as long as the milk will soak into the bread. We'll put it that way. Otherwise, you just end up with fried bread at the end of it. You know, because you put that in the oven, and the bread will fry with the butter, and you'll end up with fried bread. So, okay, so what do we put on it now? Let me just rinse my hands. So we just leave it a moment or two to let the milk soak in. And I'll go have a slurp of tea because right, we've had a little, since we've been off camera just there whilst I was slurping my tea, we've had a little tete-a-tete, as they say, about this. And I'm of the opinion that it needs another egg and some more milk. Alright, so for this recipe, I'm going to have 4 eggs and a litre of milk for this size amount of bread, okay? So I don't want this sloppy, I want the egg to set, so it should with 4 eggs, it should set with 4 eggs. So I'm going to put a bit more milk in there. So to make it, so let's put 200 mils in there, so we know for sure.
Are you going to put more sugar too?
Yeah, put a bit more sugar in. Yeah. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen, there it is on the fly, as it were. So what I've done is added another egg for this amount of bread, right? So it's a lot.
They're quite thick, the slices.
Yeah, and I didn't realise. If it soaks up that bread now cook it, it's going to be gone. So there's the sugar and there's the egg. There's another 200 mils. So to recap, that's 4 eggs. More sugar than, say, 600, 700, 800 of sugar. 80 sugar. And a litre of milk, right? For this amount of mixture.
You're going to put the rest in the dish now?
Yeah, I will. I'll put that in there. So we've modified it as we speak. You probably end up something swimming in, but no, that's about right.
Yeah, that's lovely. Now.
That's right. That's good now. I'm happy with that because that's going to evaporate as well in the oven. Right now with this Bain Marie thing. Well, what's a Bain Marie? Well, there's the dish, right? There's the dish, and we're going to put it in a dish bath, and we're going to fill it with just water. It doesn't matter what it is: warm water, cold water. Water. Mustn't let it dry out.
How much water?
Half, so it goes up halfway.
Okay.
Mustn't let it dry out. And this thing is going to cook in the oven on 180, I don't know what that is in old money, 180 degrees for an hour. Right, maybe a bit less, check it at 45 minutes. And we need to put on some
Raisins?
Raisins, yeah, thank you. Where are they?
There.
Where? Ah, there. See, look, you can't see. Right, raisins. So they go on like this. Raisins. Now, can you see what it's looking like now, ladies and gentlemen? It's looking like the what do you call it? Bread pudding they used to looking at. Does that make sense? Kind of.
Grandma's berry back pudding. Is that right?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I suppose. But this is HowToBloke's one. Right, cinnamon. Yeah, go easy with it. All right, but put some in. You don't have to put it in, but I always do. So just a sprinkle. Don't sprinkle it from up here like this. Otherwise, it'll end up all over the deck. So keep it low, but not too low. So it's kind of like that. That's about 1 teaspoon, level teaspoon there. You don't need any more of that. You can take it. You can add it later on, but you can't take it out. Brown sugar, any old brown sugar will do. Granulated is best. I haven't got any. Have we got any brown granulated?
No, I don't think so.
No, so we'll have to use soft brown sugar. What's that? No biggie. No biggie. So we're going to put some of this on there. Come on.
It's having lumps then or something.
Yeah, you can't get it out. You have to use your fingers. Sorry about this. Sometimes you can't avoid using your fingers, and I always try and use something when I don't use my fingers all the time. Let's try and use it. Again, sugar, well, yeah, I don't know, I've never done it with sweetener. You can put white sugar on the top. It's not a problem, but it looks better with brown. Look, ladies and gentlemen, look. You can see.
You could eat it right now, couldn't you?
You could eat it right now. Right, so you're going to put the oven on now. I'm going to put it on 180 for an hour. But check it after 45 minutes because all ovens are different. What you should see is like it's just nice and golden on the top, and it should look like bread and butter pudding. I was going to say rice pudding there. No, I haven't done a rice pudding yet, have I?
No.
No, I haven't. Right.
Well, you must.
Yeah,
This one.
Okay, so we're going to come back in an hour and we'll see what it's like. So until then, hello, we're back. It's actually been an hour. It's been 50, to be exact, it's been 55 minutes. So your oven might be different. Anyway, have a look at this. So this is a Bain Marie. You see, it hasn't run out of water. Always make sure it doesn't. So that's the end result.
So good.
You're going to say, oh, all right.
Come on, baby.
I'm not gonna damage it too much because you need to take photographs. You see. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Look, let me get a.
You can see the custard here on the side.
Let me look. I'll show you.
Just here at the edge.
Look. In the middle. Oh. Look at that. Oh. Perfect. Look at that. Look. A little bit of wobble. There's a custard setting. All over is perfect. But it doesn't do that. Obviously, you're not going to get down the crust, but the crust is. You've got to have a little bit of crusty bit with it. Look, it's perfect. That is perfect.
My favourite bit is the crusty bit.
So my camera lady person is going to take a photograph of this, and then we're going to cut it. But let's lift it out first. Now, how are you going to lift it out of this thing? Not easy getting out of a Bain Marie because it's hot water. Don't forget. So you've got to be careful when the dish is hot. So, I mean, you've got silicone gloves. It's great because they don't get wet, and if they get wet, they transmit heat. So let's plonk it on there. Look at that. Look, watch. Can you see that?
The wobble in the
You see the wobble?
Yeah.
That's perfect. You can't get better than that.
It looks really good as well.
Now, if you like sugar, I mean, there's enough sugar in there, ladies and gentlemen. But if you like some more sugar, when you serve it, you just put some sugar on it. Whatever sugar you like.
No. Oh, it looks so good. I can see the custard here on the side.
Yeah. Can't get better than that. How much is that going to feed? I reckon. Let me think. Let's measure it out. 1, 2. I reckon 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 6 people. 6 portions out of that. 6 portions out of that. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to sign off now. I'm sure you can see. We're going to have a look at the thumbnail, see the picture. Obviously you will see the picture of it, but I hope you enjoy the recipe. Do give it a go. As I say, it's just the basic thing, you know, with the don't forget this amount of bread. It's nearly a whole loaf of bread there. This amount of bread was 1 litre of milk, full fat milk, you know, creamy milk. Don't use a semi-skimmed or skimmed. It doesn't work very well. So 1 litre or litre, 2.2 pints. 4 eggs, whole eggs, not just the yolk, the whole eggs. What else we got? Sugar, you know,
It's 80 grams.
80 grams or thereabouts for this amount. So, and we put the cinnamon in and on top and sultanas. As I say, don't use the little tiny hard things. I don't work out so well because what happens is these ones go back in here. These ones on the top are going to get hard anyway. So if you have them too hard to start with, they're going to be like bullets. You won't be able to chew them. You'll break your tooth. They will. Anyway, hope you've enjoyed. I've got some more recipes here. I've got some quick tips here. I've got some DIY thingy bobs here. You want to have a look at those. And if you want to subscribe to me, HowToBloke is there. So until next time.